One day, when I was thinking about what to draw, my friend suggested that I draw his favorite character, Android 18 in Dragon Ball. I asked him, there are so many female characters in Dragon Ball, why is she your favorite character? My friend said that she is gorgeous, attractive, serene, and strong, fulfilling the desire of 99% of comic fans about their wife. I was curious and checked Android 18 MBTI, which turned out to be same as my friend's. I suspected that my friend was strictly praising himself. In the previous fan art, I also drew another female character from Dragon Ball, Bulma, who is a cute and lively character, so I wanted to draw a new character in this one. February 1, who is extremely different from Bulma, and Android 18 is an excellent choice. Android 18, whose real name is Lazuli, is a character in the classic Japanese comic Dragon Ball. She was originally an ordinary woman on Earth. However, scientist Dr. Gero turned her and her twin brother into cold-blooded combat machines known as androids. She gained limitless physical strength, immortal soul, and powerful fighting skills after that. She also got an almost perfect appearance, with blonde hair, blue eyes, and a toned body, transforming into an eternal fierce beauty. She debuted as a villain, with the purpose of killing Goku and conquering the world. Her fighting technique was deadly and composed. Her strength was outstanding. She could also hold her own in a world dominated by the powerful. In addition to her cold and uncompromising demeanor, Android 18 possessed warmth and resolve in her heart. She married Krillin after being moved by his efforts, and the two live a calm yet loving life with their daughter Mara. Beyond being an epitome of beauty and power, Android 18 is a complex, mysterious, and humanity character. It is easy to see why he gained popularity and love by many readers despite making such a late debut. After deciding on the character, I immediately considered the illustration content. To begin with, I had no intention of drawing a fighting scene. Rather, I intended to convey to her a sense of untouchable unreality, one that is icy and isolated. I set her in a scene inside a carriage, although it's not a very fancy or crowded, rather it's desolate and decadent. I left the carriage empty on purpose, and there were trash all over the place, which might evoke feeling of isolation, definitely not because I'm a lazy person. Instead of sitting, Android 18 leaned against the rail, the hand holding the cigarette slightly supported. The other hand was holding a cell phone and reading information. In my opinion, the phone needs to include a little accessory that is obviously connected to the comic. I decided to draw a little Dragon Ball cell phone chain. When illustrating a character, you must draw the character face well in order to wow the comic lover that love Android 18. I also tried to add some Ether X makeup graffiti to fill up the background in addition to some major content. Instead of putting my signature as a watermark, I chose to blend it into the scene so as not to mess with the overall composition of the illustration. When it came to color, I used lots of warm orange tones to contrast with the dark blue. My goal is to preserve the general contrast between the cold and warm while enhancing the local hue. Finally, all that remained is sorted rendering and polishing. The process seemed to be slow, and in reality it is. However, it's also quite enjoyable, and because it is so long, if you are not happy, how can you keep going, right?